Today, quite unusual video because we're gonna be talking about Canadian whiskey, corn whiskey, 8 years old whiskey bottled by the boutique whiskey company, independent bottler. Hope you enjoy it. Hello and welcome back. My name is Vlad, and in today's video I'm gonna be talking about Canadian corn whiskey. It's not that often when I review that kind of whiskeys on my channel, but I've been inspired by my fellow YouTubers, Vin from No Nonsense Whiskey, when he showed the Canadian corn whiskey from boutique whiskey company as a part of the new core range of that independent bottler. I have decided to grab this bottle, and it was about 6 weeks ago, and I quite enjoyed this whiskey, to be honest. Loads of sweetness, loads of caramel notes, and of course this is exclusively matured in the sherry casks, and quite lovely drop, to be honest. I like that kind unusual whiskies. I'm a big fan also the Scotch grain whiskey, so I thought that's probably gonna be a quite good shot. And Vin, in his I think last video, shared with us opinion about the special release, which is based on the core range. And this corn whiskey is presented in a slightly different way this time. So this is like tuned up the core range, and in this case we have a limited edition, only 299 bottles, and this whiskey has been matured in PX and Peated casks, octaves casks, which is the quite small casks as well. So maturation going a bit quicker than in the hogsheads or barrels. And in this case, same as other whiskey, is 45.8% of ABV. Whiskey is unchill filtered. Whiskey is presented with the natural color. Looks like this. Very, very dark whiskey. 8 years old Canadian corn whiskey. Of course, independent bottler do not want to share too much information about what distillery actually it is, or any details about what kind of mash bill, what kind of mixture this whiskey is, how many percent of the corn whiskey and other grains. They're not telling us this quite important details, but you know, I'm not gonna be complaining about it, to be honest. For me, whiskey need to be good, and that's all what I want from the good whiskey. So quite good presentation. In this case, that limited edition is about £41-42 on Master of Malt in UK. This core range, the base core range whiskey, it's about £35 to £36 at many different retailers, to be honest. So in my opinion, that core range corn whiskey is worth to try, definitely. But I'm gonna be talking about that limited edition, so let's go and have a nose. Nose it, taste it, enjoy it. The aroma is just lovely. It's like a fix prawns, dates on the cornbread. Loads of caramel, loads of vanilla. And that ex-peated casks also left some slight little influence, I would say. So we've got that kind of touch of smokiness in aroma. Very sweet, very pleasant aroma with touch of smokiness. Let's go to the palate. Initially, slightly oily whiskey, very sweet whiskey. And I need to agree with Vin, in this case, 100%. This whiskey tastes like barbecue bacon with little drizzle of maple syrup on the top. Sweet corn, caramel, vanilla, dark fruits, and that kind of touch of, I would say, saltiness, and that touch of smokiness in this whiskey, which I could compare with a Highland Park, like just touch of the smokiness. That kind of smokiness does this beautiful barbecue type notes in this whiskey with that meaty aspects like barbecue bacon. Very nice whiskey, to be honest. This type of whiskey is definitely for people who loves PX aspects, that sherry kind of sweetness combined with this touch of smokiness and the grain whiskies, Scotch grain whiskies. This is very unusual whiskey, I would say. It tastes like a bourbon matured in Peated casks with touch of smoke, which is not bad, to be honest. It's quite interesting and quite unusual, at least for me, because I never tried that kind of grain whiskey or corn whiskey with kind of smoke influence. It's my first time and I'm quite surprised, very positively surprised. For 41 pounds is a very, very nice buy, to be honest. Let's have another one. When swallow, there is a touch of spiciness. There is loads of that dark fruits, that caramely vanilla sweetness, with this touch of smokiness and that kind of salty, earthy notes as well. Towards the finish, it's something like that English chocolate, salted caramel, galaxy chocolate, which I'm a big fan of. And with that dark fruits, dried fruits, touch of that smokiness and that beautiful, beautiful barbecue notes on the back. I need to say this is quite nice whiskey. I'm very, very surprised. I didn't expect that kind of quality here, because usually when we're talking about, Scotch grain whiskey, 8 years old, it's no chance to have a good whiskey in that age. But in this case, I would say this is quite good job done on this one, and this whiskey is quite interesting. And don't get me wrong, this is not a special whiskey, this is not a very complex and very balanced whiskey. In my opinion, this is very good daily sipper, this is very good Netflix dram, that kind of whiskey this is. So if you ever try anything from Boutique Whiskey Company, let me know in the comments down below, please. If you ever try any corn whiskies from them, or if you ever try those whiskies which I was showing today, just share your opinion, please. Thank you very much, guys, for watching this video. Thank you very much for your support, for your time, for your subscriptions. And just remember one important thing: take care about yourselves, about your families, drink your whiskeys, enjoy your life, and see you soon. Bye.